you technically leave your interviewer speechless to a point where they want to hire you on the spot. Okay, this is a must-watch video. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Natalie's Niche. I am so excited to have you guys back on my channel. So today we're talking about something very important, okay? All right, how to ace a job interview, okay? How to get that dream job your heart desires, how to ace that interview that you technically leave your interviewer speechless to a point where they want to hire you on the spot. Okay, this is a must-watch video. Okay, so guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time you're watching my video, I film videos on faith, fashion, lifestyle, and nursing. I am so happy to have you on my channel, and I hope you stay. Please subscribe, join the amazing family. And yes guys, so today we're talking about how to ace that interview. Okay, I really wanted to share this because I feel like I have gone through processes where I was interviewing and no one was calling me back, and I was always getting, you know, emails of, you know, I'm sorry we chose the other person, I'm sorry we chose the other person, you know. And I feel like if this is you, this is a must-watch video. Like, I had to change, you know, my way of going through interviews. I had to really study and master ways that I could sell myself. The main thing people are looking for when they're interviewing you is, why should I hire you rather than the other person I just interviewed? Okay, so you have to leave them speechless to a point where they have no choice but to hire you. It is not just a normal thing, oh yes, I usually go through interviews. You have to change something if you constantly doing the same thing and it's not working out. In this video, I'm going to be relating to nursing because I am a nurse and I have only done interviews for nurses, so I'm going to focus a lot on nurses. So if you're a nurse, you need to watch this video. If you're a new graduate, you need to watch this video so you can get that dream job that you really want to get. When you are looking for a job, the first things I would, you know, tell you to do is to try to find, you know, figure out what positions you want to get hired for. You know, start making research about the positions, you know, figure out what the position really entails first. You have to edit your resume. Make sure you have a resume, because here's the thing, your resume speaks for you before you get to speak for yourself. So your resume has to be top notch. If you need to, you know, actually look for someone that does it professionally and pay them, do that. Okay, if you're trying to get your coins, honey, you got to get yourself together. Okay, so yes, you have to, you know, make sure your resume is like up to the notch, like top grade, that when they look at your resume they're like, oh, I need to call this girl up, like yes, I want to talk to her more. You know, for me, what I did was I went to Google and I just searched nursing resume sample, and I actually saw something I really liked, and I, you know, put my own information the way I would want to put it organized. So I kind of used the sample to organize my own information and started applying. You know, the first step is to start applying for jobs. Okay, honey, you have to apply for jobs. You can't just be waiting for interviews to happen. Okay, you have to apply for jobs. I think a lot of people don't know that you have to prepare for interviews. Okay, I think sometimes people are like, oh yeah, well, I know what I want, I know, you know, I want to be a nurse, yeah, so how hard can interviews be? But here's what preparation does for you. Preparation helps you, you know, be in a space where you do not worry about what you're gonna say, because you're already ready. You know what is about to come up, and you have all the answers they need. Okay, so preparation should include you researching about the hospital or the institution you're about to go to. So a lot of people make the mistake of not even finding out about the place, not knowing what kind of when it was established, what kind of, you know, things they do in there. Is it a neuro unit? Like, what are they well known for? You know, do they have like programs, outreaches in the community? You know, those are things you need to know that will help you in your interview. Another area of preparation is legit, knowing most likely asked questions. Whatever profession you're doing, it's important to know the kind of questions that interviewers ask. For nurses, the questions are there. Like, I feel like they have a format where they ask everybody kind of like the same things, because as a nurse, I feel like they want to know more about your competency and how safe you can make patients. So look for most likely asked questions. Prepare your answers, okay? Try to make sure you have answers for every scenario that might come up. One of the most likely asked questions, an example, is tell me about yourself. And everyone wants to begin to tell the person about their whole life story. No, the best way for you to answer this question is to share, traits that you carry that's going to make you an amazing nurse. So if someone would ask me, tell me about yourself, I'll say, my name is Natalie. I went to Delaware County Community College. I graduated in 2018, and from there I got my license in 2019. I am a very passionate person. I love people. I love to help people. I love the idea of not just living your life for yourself, but also living your life in service for others. And I believe that this is what makes me an amazing nurse. I also did not just fall into nursing. Nursing has always been my lifelong dream. I've always wanted to be a nurse, and I believe that these traits really help me, to be the best nurse I can be. You have to put things in there that legit tells about yourself, but not your whole life history, if you know what I mean. It's also important for you to be very watchful of your wordings, things you say. As much as things like, oh, I'm a multitasker is amazing, as a nurse, you have to be very detail oriented. You have to know what you're doing every single time. So it's great that you're a multitasker, but do you pay attention to details? So I would rather use the word I'm very detail oriented versus using, oh, I'm a multitasker. It's very important for you to know the right words to say. Nursing is a human service, it's a customer service job, and so they want to make sure that you're a kind person, you're a compassionate person, and you actually do love what you're doing. And I hope you are, though. Although I'm giving you all these tips and tricks, okay? I hope you're a good person, though, and I hope you love your job. Another question they love to ask is, what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses? One thing I'm gonna tell you is that your strengths should be really engaging and captivating. I am very compassionate. I love to help people. I would love to treat people the way that I would want to be treated, and the way that I would want my family members to be treated as well. My strength is that I put my 100% into my job. I love waking up every morning and taking care of people. My weakness, I would say, is that sometimes I really do not take out time for myself, and I know how important it is to take a break, recenter, and then come back to work. Sometimes I forget to take my breaks, but one thing that I've tried to do is to know that in order for you to care for people, you have to also care for yourself. So I've also prioritized writing down, oh, break time, and knowing that I have to take my break so I can come back and always be efficient every time I'm at work. Your weakness should come back to a positive light, okay? It should always come back like, okay, yes, I know I'm not good at this, but trust me when I say I'm really good at understanding stuff. Like, okay, I'll share with you one thing I shared in my interview for my job I just got. I'm not used to the Epic Care. I've never used the system. So one thing I said in my weakness when I was asked that question was that I really do not know the Epic Care system, to be truthful. But one thing about me is that I am very attentive and I am a fast learner, and I believe that if given the opportunity to start with this new system, I will be fast to learn. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta tell them boss, like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, baby. Don't worry about it. I got this, okay? One other thing I would say, which is kind of like a grainy area, because I love money, okay, and I know we all love money, okay, but one thing I would suggest is do not talk about money in your interview, especially your first interview. And I feel like you shouldn't be talking money with your manager or whoever is interviewing you. If you do want to talk about money, talk to the recruiter, okay? Do not talk to the manager or your interviewer about money. It's not a good, it doesn't come off, you know, well, it comes off like, oh, I'm only here for the money. Like, what, how much are you giving me? Although we do care about the money though, but it's important for you not to, you know, bring it out like, okay, I'm only here for the money, like how much are you paying me? That's all I care about, you know. So I would suggest do not talk about money on your interview. It's also important for you to ask questions. I know people shy away from asking questions. Like if they say, oh, you have any question? Oh no, I'm okay, it's fine. No, do not say no, it's fine. You know, ask questions related to nursing. You know, what are your patient ratios? What kind of unit will I be working on? You know, how many patients will I have on a normal shift? Questions like your PTO, your vacation time, you know, how do they schedule? You know, do you schedule weekends every other weekend, or is it like bi-weekly weekends? Like what kind of system do you use at the job? Epic Care, you know, different. You have to ask intelligent questions, okay? The way, just as they're interviewing you, you are also interviewing them to find out if that job is really where you want to go, okay? It's great, yes, we all want to have a great job. I just want a job. No, honey, you want a job where you enjoy and you also want to wake up every day to go to. So the interview is both ways. Don't just think, oh, they are here to only ask me questions. No, you're also here to find out if that is the best job for you. So don't be shy to ask questions. When they ask you, why do you want to work for us? It's more like I'm asking you, why should I hire you? Like, I don't understand, why should I hire you? Okay, so here is the time where you have to sell yourself. You know what I mean? Sell yourself. You know what I mean? That the interviewer will be like, wow, that is legit how my interviewer was. She was like, ooh, okay, let me write this down. I gotta write her name down. Like, I'm about to hire her right away. You know what I mean? But it's important for you to now share your research, okay? One thing I shared in mine, I'm gonna share with you. I said, I love how your system is a Christian-based, you know, hospital. It's a hospital that believes in faith. I am a Christian as well, and it's really important for me that, you know, working at a place that, you know, believes in God is something that I love. And I also love the fact that you guys have a lot of outreaches. Like, you work with the community, you have some adolescent programs, you have elderly programs, and also programs for, you know, women that are, you know, pregnant as well. Like, I love community, and to see that is to know that you really care, not just about people but about your employees as well. I also love the fact that your nurses are able to, you know, share their experiences in the hospital. I saw a list of, you know, nurses sharing how much they love working for you, and that is to show how much you do care about your employees. Let me tell you, when after I told her that, Auntie was writing, she said, we must to hire this girl. You know, I have to hire this girl right away, okay? She was speechless, okay, after that. So you have to leave them speechless, okay? Like, yes, I've done my research, okay, and this is why you should hire me, okay? Finally, I'm gonna end with the fact that you have to give them a food for thought, okay? Yes, as much as they, oh, I'm done asking you questions, do you have any other thing, any questions to ask? No, you might not have a question to ask, but this little window is the time for you to, you know, give them food for thought, that when she goes home she'll keep thinking like, oh, did I tell them to hire Natalie yet? Oh, have I told them to hire Natalie yet? You know what I mean? You have to give them that food for thought, something to go home with, okay? So I would say your food for thought should go like this. I know how, you know, you guys are going to invest in me by training me, by giving me all the information I need to be my best at this job. And I am just going to tell you that I as well, I am willing to also invest in this company, to invest in this hospital, to give it my best, to come to work every day with my best, and to always be jovial, be happy, bring my positivity, you know, my social, my team player on board every day, you know, to make sure that I am there, you know, not just for my patients but also for my co-workers as well, for us to have a beautiful environment to work in. I am really interested in this job because I know I want to work in this establishment not just for a short period but for a long period. As I grow in my life, you know, I would also love to grow in your establishment as well. And I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for this interview. Let me tell you, if you do all these things I've told you, let me tell you, that job is yours. That job is yours, okay? Okay. Okay, so we've come to the end of this video, but if you're going for an interview, I want you to have a lot of confidence, and if it doesn't work, just know that that job is not for you. Okay, I got a lot of messages of denial of jobs over and over again until I got this current job, and let me tell you, I have so much peace at this job. I am so happy, I am so blessed at this job that now I look back and I think back and I'm like, that was God protecting me from those jobs that might not have given me peace. What if it didn't give me as much peace as I feel right now? So if you have been going through interviews and it hasn't really worked out for you, just know that there's a job out there for you and you are going to get a job. Okay, all right guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Okay, I hope it was informative enough. Leave your comment below, like what part of the interview process did you, or what tip did you really like in everything I said. Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel, join the family. We're growing now and I really appreciate you guys. Okay, join the family, subscribe. All right guys, I'll see you in my next video. Okay, I really enjoyed filming this video. I really enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed filming this video. Okay. Anyway, don't forget to keep the faith, always look good, and live your life. Don't forget to live your life, guys. All right guys, bye, have a good one.